Toronto is one of the major live music centers of the world, really, and it has to do with its, I think, its proximity to the U.S. and the fact that we're kind of a middle ground between English bands and American bands. There's always been a great number of really good musicians in town as well.
The interesting thing is, Toronto artists are now being recognized not only nationally but internationally, because a lot of things have changed to enable this spectacular amount of talent in Toronto to actually reach world markets.
I think it's an incredible music scene. I think there's so much going on all the time, every single night there's probably 100 bands playing. So, I mean, you can't get much better than that, right?
All the ad agencies are here, all the film companies are here, all the record companies are here, all the book publishers are here, all the TV networks are here. So it's a real center for production in this country, for sure.
And the fact is, much of the best music in the world is currently going on in Toronto and has been going on in Toronto for a long time, but there was no way for it to get out. Now there is, and that's not going to change.
I think the beauty of Toronto is it can do anything. It's the perfect place because it has all of the sounds, not just a sound.
The sunshine, I fill my cup with wine.
Toronto is arguably the most multicultural city in the world and has been for decades. And it probably has a great deal to do with why a lot of the music that's coming out of Toronto is more interesting, because it's new, it's innovative, it is incorporating unusual flavors from around the world. You don't find that same phenomena in almost every city around the world.
At any given night, you can go and see an incredible variety of stuff from electronica to death metal, And part of that is the ethnic makeup of the city too. We've got all these great influences from people that have moved here from all over the world. There's a lot more places to play here in terms of live music, and so bands are able to go out and play 3 or 4 nights a week and hone their craft and get really good. We're in a really good position at the moment, and have sort of the attention of some of the international record people because of other great bands that have come out of here.
Now, Toronto-based artists have the ways and means to reach an international market.
Maybe it's Canada's time, maybe Canada's poised to be what Seattle was, 15 years ago, or what Miami was. It's tough when you're next door to the biggest English-speaking media producer in the world. There was no Canadian music industry until the Canadian content stuff came in the early 70s. I mean, I remember when there was a Canadian record on the hit parade, it was a huge deal. A huge deal. The Toronto band actually had a song on the charts. This was all American British when I was a teenager. The question is, do we still need those rules and subsidies? Whenever every 3 records has to be written or performed or recorded in Canada, it is a bit of a quota system, and so I'm kind of hot and cold on it. I don't know if we still need that or not.
Most of those programs that have been in place will dwindle or disappear. And then it becomes a question of who has the valuable content. And the fact is, Canada does. Describing Toronto's music scene in one word, I can't do, because it takes a few words. It is, and has been for quite a while, the best in the world.